Welcome to Altius Farms. We're a rooftop greenhouse growing leafy greens and herbs for restaurants and grocery stores and consumers here in the Denver area. I'm going to give you a quick tour here so you can see how things are done. And we're going to start out with, this is a hydroponic, aeroponic operation, which means we're growing with water and not soil. And we're growing in towers that you'll get to see in just a moment. We're going to start out here in looking at something called fertigation. And this is where we deliver the nutrients that the plants need to grow. So macronutrients and micronutrients, and then we pH balance that water and it gets mixed in this big tank. And then through irrigation lines on the floor, it will feed each one of these towers. So I'm going to show you, these are 9 feet 6 inches tall, and these towers hold 52 plants. And what you're seeing here is a red romaine lettuce. And so what happens is the nutrients sit in this tank, and I can show you a little picture of that. If you look inside, you'll see there's a pump, and there's about 20 gallons of nutrient water in there. So when the pumps kick on, and they do that automatically here in this greenhouse, then the pump pumps the water up to the top and it cascades down and it hits these plant ports. So each plant gets about 3 minutes of water every 15 minutes. We plant the seeds in something called rock wool. And we plant 1 lettuce seed in here. We have it back there in our nursery until it's ready to be transplanted into a clean tower. And then we place it on these little clips in the plant ports. And there they live for about 30 days before we harvest. Some plants take a little longer, but most plants are in their tower homes for about 30 days. So let's take a walk and I'll show you. We're growing about 16 different varieties here. And mostly lettuces, but we grow some herbs as well. We have parsley and basil. We're growing arugula and also some mustards too. So you can see down here, we have some arugula. It's just beautiful. And then we have a brassica mix, and this is mustards and tatsoi and some cabbage. And this will be harvested. It's a mix of seeds that we plant together. This will be harvested together and sold as a mix. So let's take a walk on back here. We have 345 of these towers. So this is our arugula row. And we do try to keep things in the general area where we know they grow best. We know arugula grows the best over here on this western side of the greenhouse. And it doesn't need a lot of extra light. The rest of our crops get some supplemental lighting from above. And so we've learned that over time. So what you're going to see here is more lettuces on this row. More lettuces here too. And then we have some kale. And this is a KX1 kale. It's pretty delicious, actually. And we grow Swiss chard, and this is a mix of kale and Swiss chard in that tower. And then here's one of the fun places to take a look at. This is our propagation area, kind of our nursery. So if we have 35,000 plants here growing in the towers, we need to have about 12,000 of those plants growing in the nursery. So they're all timed and ready to go. After we do a harvest, we know we've got the right variety of plant and we know that it's at the right stage in its growth to transplant into the tower to make it healthy and ready to stay in there for the 30 days. So that's just a bit about our short blurb about our farm, and thank you for joining.